Most people knew about the struggles that Aaron Carter dealt with. Most people knew about the problems that he had with his brother. Back in 2019, he accused his brother of abusing him over the years while he was younger. He also accused his late sister of rape. Check this out. Aaron struggled with addiction throughout his life, but he had recently been claiming that he was sober, and it was said that he joined an outpatient rehab program in an attempt to gain sobriety so he could regain custody of his child. So he was said to have joined rehab, which would indicate that he had future plans, which doesn't sound like somebody who would self-exterminate. So I decided to dig into his social media posts to see what I could find. And this is what I found. Things seem pretty normal so far. Doesn't seem like somebody that would want to self-exterminate. And as you can see, he said he planned on selling his home. We'll get to that after.
Yeah, everything's going great. Sobriety's great. This was the month 5 years clean, so I'm proud of myself. And just adulting.
His posts in the weeks leading up to his death seemed to indicate that things were going pretty good for Aaron. So I decided to dig a little deeper. Now this is where it gets interesting. These posts seem to indicate that he's hinting something to his brother, likely in regards to the abuse. And he does say, "I can't stay silent." There's no denying that these posts aroused suspicion, and that was likely the bathtub where he drew his final breath. Aside from these weird posts directed to his brother, many people found it odd that he changed his Twitter photo to the Joker. He had also appeared on a podcast recently where he called out Kanye West for his stuff with White Lives Matter. Check this out.
Like, what the fuck is he doing? Because I'm like, bro, like, seriously? Like, you stupid as fuck. You're a broke ass boy.
Well, he has many hundreds of millions of dollars,
I don't give a fuck.
Now this is only interesting because his final tweet before his death was to Kanye West. I found more interesting than the tweet to Kanye itself was the reply below. Imagine this was your last tweet. Keep in mind, that comment was placed before his death. And while there's no denying that weird stuff occurs in Hollywood, as you can see, his fans believe that he had handlers. Him and his ex-girlfriend had also been in a recent argument online, and she threatened his life on an Instagram Live.
When all I did was protect that girl, all I did. Oh, now she says, oh, I don't care anymore, blah, 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 blah. I'm not... Leave me alone, Melanie. God, dude, can't you take a hint? She just told me you're going to die. Wow. It's fucked up.
Now there's one more video I found, and this one's very interesting. Of course, I saved the best for last. Remember I said he wanted to sell his house? Check this out.
Verify that this is actually my GoFundMe page. There's been a lot of misdirection that I've had to do in order to protect myself from being the silence breaker for my brother, who is a rapist. And now they're after my life. My whole family is after my life. And they're setting me up. And Sony Records owes me $3.5 million, and they don't want to pay me, and it would be in their better interest, just like Michael told me. And Brad Paisley, who sued Sony Records for $10 million, they owe me money, and they're trying to kill me off.
They owe me money, and they're trying to kill me off.
And I'm begging you, and I'm pleading you, help me raise $100,000 as soon as I can, so I can move to an undisclosed location where I am safe. My realtor won't sell my house. They're all involved in this, and they're trying to keep me there. They had cops come and check for a rope in my garage, saying I wanted to hang myself. So please trust what I'm saying, and please donate.
Aaron Carter was found dead in his bathtub on November 5th. He died at the age of 34. The cause of death was ruled to be drowning. Chilling screams were said to be heard by neighbors when the maid discovered the body. A nearby neighbor heard the call come in over the police scanner about an unresponsive male in a bathtub. Him and his wife rushed over because she was a nurse. They pounded on the door but were not allowed in by the maid. A close friend told the U.S. Sun that they believe Carter did not die by suicide. He had been planning studio sessions with artists next week in L.A. to lay down a few new tunes for an album. It's said that he spoke to one of his handlers around 6 p.m. on Friday night, going over his recording plans for the next week. I think it's obvious that Aaron Carter struggled with addiction issues throughout his life. He likely struggled with mental health issues also. But that doesn't make what he says a lie. Actually, addiction issues go hand in hand with people that experience trauma. So maybe he was telling the truth about that. Who knows? Now, I'm not sitting here saying that he was murdered. I'm not sitting here saying that he suicided himself. And I'm not sitting here saying it was an accident. What I'm saying is I don't really know. But when you look at the circumstantial evidence, it all does seem to be a bit weird. One thing for certain is this young man was battling a lot of demons. Hopefully he's at peace now. My thoughts and prayers go out to his loved ones.
She just told me you're going to die. Wow. It's fucked up.
For being the silence breaker for my brother, who is a rapist. And Sony Records owes me $3.5 million, and they don't want to pay me. They owe me money, and they're trying to kill me off.